Ultra lightweight shootout, I'll just say it's always fun. I'm thankful for the org for putting on still a little bike race that pays out. It's really awesome. I love racing little bikes. And I miss that, obviously. But just a big shout out to everyone that's taught me little bikes, including Owen, always willing to talk and chat about it. Matt and Sophia, Vogel, all my little bike crew that have taught me so much and have led me to where I'm at now. So this one's for you guys.
It's the first year I haven't had to lower the mic. I was really hoping that this would be the last one, but because I love this class so much, it was always the most competitive, and I wanted to make my speech the longest for it, but I'll keep it short. I love CVMA so much, just like as an organization and like as a group, and I know it's cliche to say this because everyone says it all the time, but it is like a family, and it's just like, it's the closest I've ever been with people, and I've loved growing up in this class, and I loved racing in this class, and it's like, it's makes me so proud to see over just the couple years that I've been here, to see people from other places coming and taking the time to come here too, to our class, and like just at the competitive level, and especially in the mini bike classes, so high that like other talented racers come here and support our group. So it's just like, it's made me really proud to say that I've been able to race with all you guys, and it makes me so proud to say that I'm friends with a lot of you guys, and I'm just really happy to be here. And of course, I'd love to thank all my sponsors for supporting my program this year. I couldn't be here without them, especially my dad, for always bringing me out and for bringing me into this series, and for like supporting me always in everything that I do, and I really appreciate it. So I just want to thank everyone else, especially all the other racers in Ultra Lightweight Shootout, for always giving me a hard time and for giving me good battles. So I just love to thank CVMA too for letting me come out and do what I love doing most. So thank you.
All right, that's awesome. Yeah, I think Owen was like about here last year. It's like, yeah, he's not going to be able to fit in his dad's car pretty soon. If you've seen his dad's car, it's pretty special. All right, anyway. And you know, it brings up an interesting point, though. I think that's one of the awesome things about club racing, is seeing people like Owen and a lot of you in here started amateur racing with us, and seeing them come up through the sport is just incredible. I watch Moto America and MotoGP and all those classes religiously, and watching Moto America this year, it's like watching a CVMA club race, because like half of the grid in the Superstock class, I think, is all CVMA racers. In the you know, the Junior Cup race, it's like Aiden and Owen, Aiden, and what's the girl's name? Kayla, Jakob, like all these people are, you know, came up through CVMA. Yeah, so anyway, it's pretty awesome, and I think that the level of competitiveness within CVMA, it just keeps going up and up every year, and it's pretty awesome. So those of you that are here that are getting these things should be pretty proud, because it's a big accomplishment. Anyway, let's go on to Formula Middleweight. Formula Middleweight, Brian Burdan in third place. Rennie Skatesbrook in second place, and Tyler Olmstead.
Nothing, Tyler? Nothing.
Who's got more? All right, let's go amateur Formula Middleweight. Third place class champion, Ivan Rodriguez. Second place class champion, Dennis Garcia Delgato. And our class champion, Jesus Villalobos. There you go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love the amateur stuff. All right, let's go with Super Sport Middleweight. Third place, Tyler Olmstead. Second place, Chaz Lewin. Third place, Brandy Skaysbrook. All right, the super old lightweight class, Formula 40. I can only say that because I raced the class. So, Cliff Ramsdell, third place, Formula 40 lightweight. Second place, Peyton Wallace, Formula 40 lightweight, and our class champion, John Crafty.
I want to say about this is thank you, Sophia, for making me earn it.
All right, I won't bore you guys with a short speech. I just want to say I've been doing this a long, long time. And I don't claim to be fast at 60 years old, but I claim to have as much fun as anybody out here. And my goal through these last several years, should be most of this Haroon's goal, is just to have fun with it. You know, it's like, there comes a time, it's like, I know we're all competitive and everything, but you know, it's a lot on the line, there's a lot of balancing in life, of having fun and, you know, having fun going to work, raising a family and everything. And I hope we can all, you know, always keep that in check, so to speak. You know, I've really prided myself with, you know, trying to identify younger talent and, you know, see there's gifted people out there that that really have it, you know, and really can give back to this sport. And you teach me something, you know, and all I look to teach them is maybe, you know, how to keep life in balance and how to keep your head screwed on straight when, you know, you're about to make a pass. You know, be smart about it, but just enjoy, you know, enjoy life as much as I enjoy being with you guys 7 weekends a year. So thanks, guys.
All right, another old man's class. I was going to say old shitbag class, but that's not it. So we'll say third place, Formula 40 middleweight, Dan McCormick, the Danimal. Second place, Kenneth Yee, Formula 40 middleweight, and class champion, David Call, something like that.
Thanks.
All right, let's go to Femwalla. Third place, class champion, Rainey Poe. Second place in the class championship, Emily Durana. And our class champion, Mallory Dobbs.
I didn't go first, I got second.
After racing with a couple different orgs, we definitely have the best chick class racing out there. Let's start with that. I wasn't prepared, but got some really exciting things this next season. I can't wait to be an expert with them so we get to race even more. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, that's all. Okay, now I gotta think. I don't know what's new. Okay, well, I want to thank all of you guys. Like, you guys are all family. Again, like Owen said, it's cliche, but if anyone that's raced with us can definitely see that we're all a family. I want to thank all of my sponsors for helping me out this year, and I want to thank
Simon for letting me pit with him in Barrett Racing.
You're welcome.
And Owen for helping me throughout everything and helping me walk through things. Same with Michael and Jason and everything like that. Like, racing this year has been definitely a change from going from the little bikes to the 600. It was definitely a learning experience, to say the least. So I'm happy I got to race with Mallory and Rainey this year, and they definitely both pushed me in different ways, like, that I didn't see coming, which was actually great for my riding, and I'm assuming your guys' riding for us all. I mean, there'd be between the starts, no one knew who was going to get the good start at the time, except for half the time it was Mallory, half the time it was Rainey, and I was like, okay, bye. But I want to thank everyone for helping me out this year, and thank Teague for working on my bike, and thank you, Caleb, for being there every weekend, and that's all. Oh, and Dad.
This championship was really freaking difficult. This women's class is crazy intense, and even with Emily changing from a little bike to a big bike, I was like terrified. Like, I was like, wow, she's gonna kick my ass. Like, it was so much fun, and this was my second season here with CVMA. It was my first season last year when my bike decided to break a valve spring 2 rounds in for the season. I'm from Washington State, so I had an old R6 and was just too tired. It broke the second round, and I had to kind of just finagle my way through the season, and it was kind of a bummer. So, you know, I got a new bike, and I came back for the whole season because I just loved it so much. Like, being able to come here in the off season and racing with all of you guys in the super sport class, and all these girls that are like killing it. Like, Rainey has done so much improvement over the season. Like, it's just so awesome seeing her improve and just build that confidence. And like, the last round was crazy, right? We remember all the sand and like the wind, and like, I was just like, I just have to finish, like, this is fine. And I watched Rainey pass me, and I was like, you go girl, but I'm gonna stay here because I don't want to crash. It was so much fun, and I just love coming down to CVMA, so it's like a yearly thing for me, and coming down in the off season has been so fun for our Washington off season when it's rainy and gross. So thank you to everyone at CVMA, thank you to Mickey and Emily and everybody for keeping me honest, and this competition has been so fun, and I'm very thankful for this trophy.
Yeah, so I just wanted to add to that, you know, I talked earlier about watching people kind of come up through the club and grow up with the club. Emily, another fantastic example. And I wanted to personally thank Emily for everything that she's done for the club and the track. She's taken on a pretty heavy-duty administrative role and has done a lot as far as the organization goes, had a lot of responsibility added to her position. And I think she's just done incredibly. So big round of applause for Emily. Okay, let's go Femwalla Ultra Lightweight. Kathy Zhao, 3rd place. Tammy Mingus, 2nd place. And our class champion, Savannah Jaska.
Well, this one, yes, is exciting because racing in a women's class is always really fun. A lot of orgs are getting rid of their women's classes, actually. Like in Colorado, they don't have anything. So it's always cool to race for an org that has that. And it really, I've seen it grow into something that people see, like women see, and then they have more faith that they can do it. I think a lot of women are scared to kind of jump into the sport, but this Femwalla class is really big, and I think I've seen it myself. Street riders look and really want to start trying the racing scene just because of this. So really exciting for me, and I love it, and I've learned so much over the years racing in this class from amazing, amazing women. I actually wrote their names down, but Sophia and Shannon, Rainey, and Emily. Even though I can never catch you. And then Tammy, Mallory, of course, Kathy, too. We've had some good battles. Angela, I would say Melissa Paris has always been one that I've looked up to. So I just want to dedicate this one to just all the racers that are women out there that are kicking ass and wrenching and being awesome. So yeah, thank you.
So my second year of racing, first year as an expert. I'm pretty proud to get this racing against women like Savannah, Kathy, chasing and getting good corners from Rainey and Sophia. So thankful for you girls. Keeping me true to the sport and keeping me motivated because it's kind of scary getting out there and going 100 plus miles on a motorcycle, I'm not going to lie. But thank you to my babe Cliff for everything pushing me in. Of course, Whitman, he's not here. He also gave me a lot of pointers and helped me out on the track. And Jay for giving me a great bike to race. Very thankful. And of course, Carlos. You've done a lot to help me get this. So, same with you, babe. So, thank you, everyone.
Did you just say 100 miles an hour? It's ultra lightweight, right?
What a tailwind.
Downhill. All right, Formula Twins, Justin Bordenaro. John Lefke, second place. Class champion, John Knowles.
Who's talking? Somebody talk. You're first. Yeah.
Hey, so I got tired of riding a slow little bike, and I just want to thank Angela. She swiped the card and got me a brand new RS660. I kept it stock. I got 3 race lap records on it. I'm going to continue to race the shit out of it. The plan is a little bit of Moto America next year.
Yeah.
Get it. So I got a chance to race like Bryce Prince, Cody Wyman, Ari Henning with CRA over the past couple months. And they're all on Yamaha R7s, and I got dusted by them. So I'm going to start modding this bike, and I'm going to go for a full season next season, so watch out.
Yeah, well, let me go ahead and thank everybody here again. The track has been repaved, guys. I think they made some big improvements. Big improvements, and I'd like to thank the CVMA and all the safety crew and everything for that. So, thanks.
I love racing with you guys. I love my CVMA family. I've got a lot of people to thank. G-Force and my girlfriend Megan for late nights at the shop so that I could have engines to race on, for one. Glafke helped get me out to a couple of the races and to the Daytona 200 for my first time this year, so big props to him. Pridmore helped me a lot to get here, and Mike Wheeler at Kyle Racing helped me with suspension all season. So thanks to all of them and all the rest of my sponsors.
All right. I think, John, you've been doing some Moto America this year too, right? I saw you. Yeah. I love it. All right. Another guy to root for in Moto America, John Knowles. Awesome. All right. Amateur Super Sport Middleweight, Ivan Rodriguez, third place in the class championship. Quincy Bowers, second place in the class championship. And Jesus Villalobos, your class champion.
First of all, my mom paid for me to basically be here at all, so my mom is over there in the corner. It's ridiculous. Main sponsor for sure. I have duked it out with this guy for the entire season, and I pretty much forced him to go and earn it. So, good job, Jesus. You did awesome. And other than that, I'm going to thank Robert for taking a bunch of awesome photos, and JP and his whole crew for helping me out. Mikey is here, Dave's here, Simon's here. Dave has actually towed me a shocking number of times when JP wasn't there. So thank you especially, Dave. Thanks, everybody.
Just want to say thank you to everybody, like everyone did. Great speeches, great people. Mickey, thank you. You guys are awesome. Can't wait for September.
The first person I want to thank is my girlfriend, Jessica. She comes out, helps me out. She endures the cold nights, the hot summers, all that. You guys know how it is. And these guys too for making it fun. Wouldn't be as fun without you guys. It's an honor, honestly. Thank you.
So those guys had a lot of fun racing, and I had a lot of fun watching them because they had some pretty awesome battles all year long. And they're going way too fast to be amateurs, so I'm glad to see them doing that. All right, Amateur Formula Open, third place Igor Sokolov, second place Troy Simmons, and our class champion Matt Testa.
All right, I had to beat Matt sometime, I guess. But no, everybody said, thanks JP, Mikey for the late night phone calls and put me back in my place on how to actually ride the damn thing. My first year on a big bike, and it was definitely a learning curve quickly. Val, thank you. Just to go on what everybody said, she puts up with the cold at night and the 100 and whatever in September, April. Yeah, 6-hour drive. So, thanks to everybody, Garage 4 and 5, Simon. Thank you.
I'm kind of excited about this. First year racing, was kind of nervous at first, but this guy came out the box really fast. And for amateurs, I think we went really fucking fast this year. Like we hit 49s, I think. For amateurs, that's pretty good. Look, it wasn't just one of us though, it was a bunch of us, so. Look, the track produced great times this year. Everyone broke track records, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm excited next year that those track records are gonna get beaten again. So, you know, the track was good, everything was good. Thank you, Ashley, for always being there. And I don't think anyone thanked their dogs, so I want to thank my dogs for being there too. And thank you for the dog.
All right, my favorite class, Formula 40, heavyweight. My favorite because I'm going to be racing it this year. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Got me a new Italian motorcycle too. Italian motorcycle. All right, third place in Formula 40, David Guerrero. Second place, Igor Sokolov. And our class champion, Mark Degas.
his speech. He was not prepared for this.
Mark's his name. I don't even think you know
I
his
mispronounced his name. It's Mark DeGrasse. All right, let's go 350 Super Sport. Third place in the championship, Tristan Delator. Second place in the class championship, Tammy Vingus. And our class champion, Matt Cavarles.
No, it's too sexy. Too sexy.
Alright, everything I said before, and I really had fun chasing him. I learned so much. So,
He's married.
thank you.
I'm a Sharon, not a Karen.
Again, thanks to my babe for everything. That's it.
Okay, so bear with me if it's.
your shirt on.
He's usually dancing.
It may stay on, it may stay off. Who knows? We'll see. But
It's a long night.
it is a long night, and bear with me if I say quite a bit because I kind of reflected and being with the club since like 1 year after its inception. You kind of have all these memories, things that come and gone and whatnot, and it's weird because you know I reflected and saw these trophies I've acquired. Sorry for my trophies acquired, champions acquired, and it's like you think back each year, like the highlights. And I know last year I, aired my grievances with regards to like being cut short with the chance of a championship and things. And I said that the greatest lesson was not necessarily because racing is a selfish sport, that it's in the end it's the people that you race against with and the people that support you. Especially like Shandy G, who gave me the fighting fucking chance and offered her bike to try and grab a championship. Trying to race against Savannah when in the end, like when I thought I had it, and then we were cut short with Sunday's races, in which in the end we will never know like who truly is the better person because of circumstances. But who knows? I mean, I'm hopping on the. That's true, which is probably happening. But then maybe I might hop on the Gixxer 600. So there's a lot of we'll see, and maybe I might chase Rainey, which also reminded me that even as a veteran racer, you still learn from other people, whether they're veterans and even the new people to the club, because you think that you've learned everything, but you truly haven't. There's always something to learn. It's crazy when, Tammy, the first time when you mentioned, like, you called my name out, where, you thanked me, it made me immediately reflect about the times where I thank the people and the people that I learned from, seeing Josh Vogel here, and it's like, dude, it was the same thing. It's almost as if, you're paying things forward, and it's the same way. I think I've said it too, that iron sharpens iron, and, thank you for keeping me on my edge and keeping each other sharp. Last year, it's kind of hard to think, being robbed, but then this year, it's almost like redemption, but it's weird that it was redemption and not necessarily on my bike, but on someone else's. I never paid really for any of the entry fees. It wasn't my bike. I didn't have any responsibility to it. And it's crazy to see like my name on it, but I can't really feel that it's really right for me because it wasn't me. All I did was literally just be the dumbass that kept the throttle pinned throughout the whole corners in 6th gear, especially in round 5 when I had the failing bag that came off. And really, as I look at this, it doesn't feel right to say that it says Matt Cavarles 350 Super Sport, but it really should say Jonathan Wilson of Native Enterprise Racing. Because he was the one that put in all the fucking hours to develop that bike with all my, inputs, whether with its shortcomings, the times I've crashed it, the times that he's taken my input, recommendations. He's the one that put in all that work, and especially on a bike that there was nothing available for it, and he had to even custom make some parts just to make it work for like what I said. So it's kind of weird to think that maybe even at the club level, I was probably at the best level you could get as maybe almost like at a professional level, because it's like, wow. It makes me think that, you reach those levels where you're racing because it is inherently selfish, where maybe you do transcend beyond that. Like last year it was, remembering and reminder that you're only as good as the people that you race with because they're the ones that make it great. But then when you race beyond yourself, when it's not selfish and you're racing, whether it's an idea, a business, or for someone else, and he's the one putting all those sacrifices for you when you're only out there for just 10 minutes giving it all you got, when he's putting in the 10 plus hours to do it, I can't help but think that I really don't deserve this award. But so yes, with that said, it may have my name, Matt Cavarles, in it, and I'm accepting it right now. But honestly, it doesn't feel right to take it. And I'll probably be giving this to him as his business for Native Enterprise Racing for him to hang on his wall. So thank you very much for letting me. Thank you, Tammy, for kicking my ass every time, pushing my ass.
Too long, didn't read.
Just kidding.
I got a little tear. Sorry. Amateur 500 Supersport, third place, Travers Johnson. Second place, Ricardo Oliveira. Class champion, Christian Olima.
Yes, just there. There's not really much for me to say. First year racing, it was amazing. Met a lot of friends. I want to thank a lot to Jeffrey Marshall and Christian for pushing me as well. My girlfriend Tyler, she's always been there for me every single round. And this is amazing. I never thought I would have won an award really for racing. So thank you very much.
All right, congratulations. Formula Ultra Lightweight, Aiden Thau, third place in the championship. Savannah Jessica, second place in the championship. Owen Williams.
Sorry, I'm gonna just talk every time because I paid a lot of money for this. Formula Ultra Lightweight. I want to dedicate this one to my longtime sponsor, Sport Bike Track. Oh my God. Sport Bike Performance Center. They're in Phoenix, Arizona. Really small shop, but Thomas Bogue there, he sponsors a lot of racers, actually quite a few that come down to CVMA and all over the place, and he has supported me like the past, I think 2 years, maybe 2.5, I don't know. But his support goes a long way for me. He's always really encouraging me and helping me out as I go. So just thank you to them so this one's for them, yeah.
I'm just gonna talk one more time, mainly just to thank, because I totally should have thanked them this time, but this year I've been working a lot more with like Jason Pridmore and his whole academy, and Simon especially for letting me hit with them, and Cole and Mikey and everyone just for all the help and helping me with my racing in general, not just at CVMA specifically. And yeah, just their whole group and their whole crew has just been so accepting to me, and just CVMA in general for helping me grow as a racer and as a person too. So thank you to Mickey, thank you to Jason, thank you to Simon, Cole, Michael, and everyone else in the garages. Thank you so much.
All right, 500 Supersport, Jeffrey Marshall, third place in the class championship. And second place in the championship, Savannah Jessica. First place, Owen Williams. Hey,
Speech. Oh.
Yeah. So Jeff's not here right now because some of you may know that he's hiking right now on the Pacific Crest Trail, and he's going to be gone for a couple months. He's hiking all the way from Canada to Mexico, and he just wanted to say some short things about how he wanted to thank his fellow competitors in this class, and it has been so much fun racing with them, and that he appreciates all you guys so much. So.
Everyone. This class, I think, I would like to just give a shout out to the racers that race on 400s, because we're a pretty crazy bunch out there. So I've been through some crazy situations, and always a fun time, because it always pushes your brain to think a little differently on how you're going to survive, or what risks you're going to take, and that kind of thing. So, but I do want to thank, this time I'm going to thank my team, Galactic Empire Racing Team, for all that they've done for me. And just a crazy bunch of people. I don't know, we're all over the place, and we're always supportive of each other and talking shit to each other. But I am really thankful for the opportunity they've given me to go out and race on the RS660 and try that out, even though it's a rough start. I'm gonna get there, I promise. But yeah, thanks to all my 500 followers that watch my video and follow me. Thanks to America for making me famous. I'm just kidding. But no, I'm really, really thankful. I'm excited for next season to be like in 8th, 9th place against Justin Bernardo and many others. So I'm just kidding. We'll see, but I'm excited about next season. So thank you.
All right, let's go with amateur 350 Supersport. 3rd place in the championship, Matthew Loretti. 2nd in the championship, Dion Hatrup. And our class champion, Jordan Colin.
Just want to say, Dion's already practiced coming after you guys.
There you go.
All right, American Thunder class champion, Harley guys. Clayton Braun, 3rd place in the class championship. Lucas Gibo, 2nd place in the class championship. And Anthony Solmia, our class champion. Harley guys are out partying somewhere. All right, Formula 40 ultra lightweight, 3rd place in the championship, Marty Karate. 2nd place in the champion, Dion Hatrup. And our class champion, Quinn Swift.
I was just joking, Dion didn't say that.
All right, getting down there, a couple more classes to go, and we'll start handing out the bigger trophies. Super Sport Shootout, yeah, all right. 3rd place in the class championship, Tyler Olmstead. 2nd place, Rennie Skaysbrook, and 1st place, Chad Lewin.
Thank you. Yeah, so I have a quick story to tell about Josh Vogel. So somebody brought up Josh. Where is he?
He's right here.
There he is. I'm sure a lot of people have stories about Josh Vogel.
Oh yeah.
He used to be a racer. Still a racer. But I was in a race with him once, a couple years ago, maybe 5 years. And my friend fell in front of him. And he ran over my friend's head. My friend was fine, and that's obviously not that funny of a story. But what was funny was that, I don't know, maybe a few months ago, I was talking to Josh about this and bringing it up, and Josh didn't remember. Who doesn't remember running over someone's head? Anyways, yeah, that doesn't really have anything to do with anything, but yeah, thank you. The level of competition at CVMA has been ridiculous. One of my goals this year was to break into the 48s, and I did that, but in the race that I did it, I think I finished 8th or 9th. It's pretty incredible, right? And there's this saying that all boats rise with the tide, and that's totally true at CVMA because it's like everyone pushes each other, and like the faster that people get, it raises everyone's level. There's so many national level guys that are coming now, and it's pretty incredible to be involved in the club. I think a lot of it has to do, obviously with the people and the competition and just the environment and the vibe, but also the investment that the club makes back in, right? Not just with like obviously Chuck Waller repaving the circuit and everything, but also in the purse payout, just everything that contributes to getting people to show up. I think that reinvestment is really, really important. So I think that's a big part of why it's such an awesome club. And yeah, thank you.
All right, American Twins again. Lucas Gibo, third place. Frankie Garcia, second place in that one. And Anthony Salvia, class champion. All right. Wow, last one. And then we get to top 10 and number 1. So last class championship here. Jack Backen, third place in Super Sport Open. Ty Bengford, second place, Super Sport Open. And Michael Gilbert, class champion.
Mikey just wants to thank Simon.
All right. Well, I spent a lot of time behind, Gilbert and Lugnut and Jack and pretty much all of them most of the season. I just was lucky to finish enough races and be up here. So I was, like Tyler was saying, like 7th or 8th in most races, and that just gets you there, I guess. But this feels like a first place because I don't count Mikey. So it feels good, but the double points really helped, and I appreciate that if you miss around. So that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, that's it. I just want to thank everybody for coming out.
All right, so now we're getting down to it here. We got the top 10. So top 10, in case you may have forgotten, is open shootout is the first 5, right? So 1 through 5 come from the open shootout. 6 through 10 is the overall class championship points. So whoever has the most points gets to number 6, so on down the line to number 10. Pretty cool. That has changed, right, Jay? Yeah, so we changed the way we're going to be doing the numbers for top 10. What we're doing now is the number 1 plate is still going to come from the class championship for the open shootout. The number 2 plate is going to come from the 600 shootout. The number 3 plate is going to come from the middleweight shootout. And the number 4 plate is going to come from the lightweight shootout, right? And then open, middleweight, lightweight, ultra lightweight, right? Yeah, so top 4, right? We're gonna get, top 4 are gonna come from the shootouts. 5th place is gonna be our overall champion, and then 6th place, 7th place, 8th place, down to 10th place, which is going to be top rookie expert. Is that what we decided?
No, that's not exactly right. The lightweight shootout isn't starting until this next season, so we only have 3 shootouts.
No, he's talking about.
Yeah, that's
all. No, for coming season, that's what we're doing. What's the 10 plate? Did we figure that out? We're going to do it for top rookie expert, I think.
Yes, I think that.
Yeah. So the way that works is it's the person who moves up to become an expert in the 2022-23 season and gets the most points.
They have to race the last round as an amateur.
But that was last year. They have to start this year as an expert. It's the top rookie expert, right? Yes. Right, so they have to start this year as their first year as an expert racer. And the person that starts this year as an expert racer and gets the most number of points gets the number 10 plate. Is that right? Or is it, I don't know. It's in the rule book. You go read it. Anyway, so we thought it was more equitable, though, to hand out the shootouts. The number 1, 2, 3, and 4 go to the shootouts. I think that's the most important thing. Number 5 goes to the top overall points championship, and then so on down the line. Actually, I think the number 10 plate goes to the amateur racer that scores the most points, and they have to finish the year as an amateur. Yes, that's how it is. So it's going to go to the expert racer that scores, amateur racer that scores the most points towards the overall, and they have to finish the season as an amateur. That's how it works. And it just so happens that that worked out to be the same person this year, so it's Anyway, so without any further ado, our number 10 plate is Geyser Hernandez. Number 9 plate goes to John Knowles. Number 8 plate, Savannah Jaska. Number 7, John Glufke. Number 6, Owen Williams. Number 5, Jack Backen. Number 4 is Andy DeBrito. Number 3, Ozzy David Anthony. I don't think he's here. And number 2, Lugnut. All right. Our top 10, except there's one person excluded. So, but
He's got it.
all right. So, and then the last and final plate to be handed out is a little bit bigger. So I'll go back and grab that while Michael Gilbert makes his way to the stage for number 1.
You got it, Mike.
So yeah, your top 10. All right. One more.
Smile, John. Am I shrinking or seeing growth?
Let's start from that way and go this way. Everybody wants to say.
Very briefly, I know this was a very controversial number 10 plate, but a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and money went into this. I'd like to thank myself for funding all of that. For being the team manager, for being the EMT, for being the drive home, packing up everything, for taking care of the dogs. That was all me. This is for me.
Now, thanks to my sponsors, but I just wanted to thank Mickey, Emily, and the rest of the CVMA crew for putting on great events for us.
I was going to talk about sorry, but I saved all of them for this. So for this plate, racing a lot is a lot of work, and it's really fun. I was inspired by Sophia because last year she kicked her fucking ass, and I didn't try that hard, but I just love racing, so it kind of worked out. But I would like to thank, again, Sport Bike Performance Center for always helping me out. Reach and David, who is the rep there, has always supported me with my membership and then giving me the opportunity to work with him. 64 Degree Racing for our undersuits, right, Owen? And then 60 helmets for keeping me safe. I don't know if I had a concussion, but I'm pretty sure I didn't last time I fell down. Motostein for our cute women's clothes. Have you seen that? Motostein's awesome. Spears Racing helped me out a lot this year with my 400. I love, Greg is awesome. CT Racing for helping me with my sticky tires. I love Pirelli's Teague, helped me out a lot with my suspension, and Blood for the oil, Vortex for my gearing. JP43, Jason always helping me out with keeping me learning always, and Owen I would say is like my personal coach over there. Owen's always helping me out. And lastly, I'll just say my team, Galactic Empire Racing Team again, but also my big heads from SoCal Track Days. Yeah! Love SoCal Track Days. If you guys don't go, you should. And then lastly, my Show Me My Sweat crew. They took it and they went way further than I ever could. But, you know, it's still an inspiration. So show me your sweat, guys. Thank you.
So, I know I've spoken so many times already, but I would like to very specifically thank, because I forgot to, I would like to very specifically thank Kevin and Brooke in the first 2 garages at CVMA for being such supportive of my career and my dream to keep racing, and always just like, a lot of my best memories from CVMA were always like having dinner over at their place, or them being super supportive or watching races and just hanging out with them. They're such great people, and I would love to specifically thank them for all of their support. So thank you guys.
So on behalf of Mr. Jack and Mr. Lugg, we would like to thank CVMA for putting on this race series. And personally on behalf of Apex Assassins, thank you all for inspiring this next generation of racers. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
It took me a while to get up here, so I'm in no rush. Man, I guess the big O, Owen Williams, he had to, maybe the fake O. If you know what I'm saying. He doesn't. He'll figure it out one day. We'll see. He said it best. I mean, CVMA is one real big family, and everyone here I feel like I've at least spoke to and talked to for at least some time. But I'm so proud to see what this club has become and see how much progression there's been in the last few years, especially garages 4 and 5. Cole, Simon, Owen, Tyler Olmstead, Brian Verdan, everyone that's in there. CVMA has really come a long way. I've been able to be a part of it since I think the 2nd year after it started, maybe the 1st, I can't remember. But to see all the talent that it's attracted and the people that are coming out, it's really come a very long way. And big thank you to Mickey and Kevin and Brooke and Stu and Jay Tanner and everyone for putting all the effort into this to make it all possible. It's a lot of fun. Emily. So, you know, 4 in a row. I'm pretty proud of this one. Super proud to represent Chuckwalla and CVMA on a Moto America level as well. Obviously this year hasn't gone quite to plan, but we're going to try and regroup and hopefully we'll be back. I don't think we'll be back in September, but we'll hopefully be back in October for CVMA and try and do this 5 times. So, thank you. And I'd like to reiterate, I got to thank Simon.
All right, yeah, so I would, we'll kind of close it out here in a second, but we'll plug some stuff. So Sites Engineering is the guy that made all these trophies. Really cool guy up in Sparks, Nevada. Actually a pretty good friend of mine. And he builds really cool stuff. Like he's an awesome machinist, does powder coating. He can make like custom parts for your bikes. He makes a lot of custom parts for like ZRXs and some other like kind of off-brand stuff. So if you need stuff like that, custom machine work done, hit up Sites Engineering. Also want to thank everybody that worked for the club this year. We had some struggles, but we got through it, and I think we did a pretty damn good job handling some difficult situations. So guys like Jay Tanner, Stephen Ludwig, Mickey, Emily, Jonathan, all the guys in technical inspection that make the whole weekend run. A lot of them are like kind of volunteers, so we really appreciate all of that. Also, big props to the sponsors that come out and the vendors that come out every weekend. So guys like Dale Kiefer and Corey from Pirelli and oh yeah, Cali Photography and so all these guys that show up month in and month out make the whole show happen, right? Because what would we do without tire vendors and guys like AJ, Tune and Suspension at Teague, and Jason Pridmore, Purdue at Coaching, and all that sort of stuff. So I have been with the club since the beginning. I've also been the new racer school instructor since the beginning, and it's just an awesome time every year watching everybody get faster and come up through the club, and getting to participate and giving people their start in racing is the thing I like most. So. Awesome stuff. I can't wait to get out and race with you all again this coming season. And with that, I will hand it over to Mickey and Emily because they have a very special award and some announcements today.
Oh, and this is when you grow up. All right, guys, thanks for everyone for coming out. You know, it's always fun to get to this point of kind of ending a season and getting ready to start another one. You get a little nostalgia, and I look around the room, and it's, you know, everyone's said it time and time again. CVMA really is a family. You know, I've been at this motorcycle thing for 30 years, raced with a bunch of different organizations. And you know, when the thought of doing this at Chuck Wall came up, there was one statement that I made. That was, this club has to be like it used to be in the old days. In the old days when we were racing CCS and some other clubs, everybody helped each other. We all got together and barbecued. We all went out go-kart racing at night when we were around doing that. And it changed over the years to a thing that I didn't want to be involved in. You know, my friends were on the other side of the paddock, and you didn't even know they were there, and nobody talked, and it just became a shit show. It wasn't fun to do, and that's why we all do this. And a lot of effort was put in to make this club what it is. And there's a lot of people involved behind the scenes that nobody has any idea what goes on. Nobody has any idea what goes on at the level that happens on a daily basis, and the emails back and forth, and you know, what Emily has stepped in and taken care of and done. And, you know, and most of you guys are understanding when you show up in registration and are great, and those that you aren't, as soon as we tell you need to be, you are. You know? You guys act accordingly, you know? But with that, every year we do a sportsman award, and today, when this person came up this year, one person's name came up.
Not to steal the show from Michael with his number one or anything, but the number one from CVMA collectively, from behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, and everything.
So, yeah, I'm gonna let Emily tell you guys who this person is. This person has spent a lot of time behind the scenes, more than any one person. Without this person, the wheels would fall off. He has stepped in and changed things. Every time we talk about this, I get goosebumps because this one person's more dedicated to the club than anyone I could possibly imagine. I'm gonna let Emily tell you guys who that is, and
We gotta get this to go back down. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, like Mickey, Dad, whatever you want to call him.
at least you didn't say what you normally say.
What, sperm donor? Okay. Got it.
Gotta love our club.
It's like a family.
So, like he said, like you guys would get headaches if you saw my emails just from this one person sending all of them. But if you really read them, you see the dedication and you see the heart and like the love that he does have for this club and the amazing support he's done and hours and hours and hours of work. Like I said, you guys would probably all want to shoot yourselves. I know I do. And I don't do as much work. So without further ado, I would like to give this award, it's the Sportsman of the Year award, to Stephen Ludwig.
Put them in way too high. This means a lot, and I have been riding with the club since its very first year, and this year did have its challenges, and we stepped up, and I appreciate everyone's pick. Well, I appreciate all four of you that were really patient with us this year.
Patience is the key word.
But yeah, this means a lot, and it was a tough year, but we did step up. We had a really good team that kind of came together. It was a great season, but I'm gonna tell you guys, next season is gonna be a lot better. It's gonna keep getting better. This club is gonna get really, really strong. There's some changes at the track that are making it better. There's some changes in the organization that are gonna make it better. It's gonna kick ass, yeah? Thanks, everybody.
Okay, guys, so that's about it that we have. Again, I want to thank everybody for being a part of this. If you guys didn't show up and weren't who you guys were, this club wouldn't be this way. As much as we talk about Steven, and Jay, and myself, and Emily, and all those other people, if you guys didn't show up, we just haven't had a track. You know, if you guys didn't work together, you know, I'm very happy to say in the years that we've been racing, I think there's been one punch out in the pits. That's pretty good for a club like that. You know what I mean? Like, we can fix that. Well, there's a rule. You know, there's a rule on the paddock. If you haven't heard it, there's a punch out in the pits. You have to come get me first because I don't want to miss it. You know, so, but no, I mean, there's a lot of personalities. There's a lot of stuff going on in the pits. But at the end of the day, I see everybody working together. This is fun. You know, Glafke said it. We're out here to have fun. Some of us have got, you know, inspirations of going on to Moto America and getting our ass kicked, and you know, not just you know, and those of you guys that have gone and done it, I mean, Emily's got to fulfill some of her dreams and try that. It's amazing. You know, it's a great way to start with $2 million and end up with $1 million. You know, that's the way it goes. You want to spend your kids' life savings? Cool. But no, it's that's what this whole thing's about. This whole thing's. Yeah, there it is. So, you know, I'm super proud of you guys. I'm super proud of what we built. Like Steven said, there's a lot of stuff that's changing for next year. With those changes, I'm going to ask you guys in advance, be a little patient with some things. We're putting some new stuff. It's always an effort to make it better. We try to learn from every round and move forward and make it better. We talked, you guys, I'm sure there's some questions, and people keep saying we've done a repave. We did not do a repave, we did a resurfacing. But what we did is we went through and fixed every crack on the racetrack. Every single one of them has gone through and has been handled and taken care of. The whole racetrack was reground again. So it is, it's smooth. Bumps are virtually gone. Every brake marker or turning marker that you had, find another one because it's gone. Emily's out there pissed already, so.
I did one last year. What's in the head start already?
Yeah.
Who's the first Peter?
Hey.
That's why I got second. You got first.
Hey,
I don't know what you're talking about.
she has to deal with me. You don't want that chance. You don't want that opportunity. But no, it's, we've got some guys out there on a daily basis working on it, making sure that we can do the best we can so we don't have some of the issues we had last time we did this. This gentleman sitting over in the corner, his name is Dave Waugh, is now helping us with track maintenance and organization and working on stuff. And he's out waking up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and out sitting on rollers and water trucks working on it. And I want to thank him for stepping in and helping. He has assured me that everything will be perfect, so if it's not, I'll give you his phone number. He told me I can. There's a lot of work going in right now, and there's a lot of long hours and a lot of people that are just busting their ass to one more time make this season better. Jay's still on board. He's still our race director. Cowboy is going to be assuming a little bit different role this year and helping us out with some stuff. He's still going to be as backup to him, but we put some people and some people have stepped up and taken some accountability roles to help make us better and make sure things get done. Silly things that seem like they're not a big deal, but putting up some new speakers for PA systems in the paddock. I could go on and on and on. But without you guys, none of this matters. Without you guys being who you are and showing up and growing with the club and supporting it time and bringing your friends and letting us grow, we're nothing. We're nothing. I can say this because it's my club and it's the Tracks Club, but it's really our club. It really is. And without you guys, it's nothing. So I want to thank you guys one more time. You guys drive safe, get home, get your shit together, and let's race.
Yeah.